Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Told you guys I'd be trying to get more consistent, so this video will probably be out maybe by tomorrow or the next day, but as you can see by the title, I literally just finished Pretty Little Liars Original Sin episode 5. Probably finished it like 5 minutes ago. And of course, you know I got the notes. You already know. This video might be a little long, probably like 30 or 40 minutes. So if you're not into that, please click off now. I'm very sorry, but you know I like to talk. I like to chat. There's a lot of notes that we got to get through. Of course, this episode was mad crazy. Of course, I see that it was Halloween. And the first thing I said was, oh, A is probably going to be doing some dumbass shit because that's probably A's favorite holiday. And what did A do? Some fuck ass shit. Already knew what was going to go down. I had a feeling someone's going to die or someone's going to get hurt. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing, I actually listened to the theme song again. I rarely listen to it. I'll like click the little like skip button or whatever. And I really listened to it this time and I was like, it really is extra creepy. Like it's literally the same song that they use in the original Pretty Little Liars, but it's slowed down and made creepier. And of course, this man or whoever it is like doing stuff in their layer as this song is going. I get what they're trying to do because obviously this Pretty Little Liars is supposed to be creepier and scarier, but like, I don't need to see that because I'm scared. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing we get is another flashback. These flashbacks obviously mean something. They're obviously giving us flashbacks for a reason. So every time we get one, I really try my best to pay attention. So like, yeah, it's Halloween and they're like, you know, doing shit and they're trying to get Angela to like do a little ding dong ditch, you know, situation. And she like, I don't want to do it. And they're like, okay, but do it. And she's like, but I don't want to. And I was like, see, this is the shit that y'all got y'all fucked up. Like, I'm telling you, A has to be related to Angela or somehow related or some way, or A just really don't like bullies or something. Because these girls are doing it and Angela, and then of course, I had a feeling, I was like, she's gonna do it and then they're gonna leave her. And what did they do? They skirt in their freaking Jeep and was out. And I was like, okay, but yeah, so that was the first thing we got. We got a flashback, and I literally was like, make Angela do something, and then they're going to ditch her. I called it, because that's exactly what they did. And I was like, yeah, I really hope soon, rather than later, because apparently we only got 10 episodes in this season, that we find out what's good with Angela and the connection between Angela and A, because A, were you just around at the time that Angela was getting bullied and now you're just taking revenge on the fuck ass mothers and their teenagers? Like, are you that old that you was around at the time? Because I'm really starting to get the fucking sense that you was around at that time. Like, are you their mother's age? Did you go to high school with the moms and was like weirdly obsessed with Angela or something and was like, you know what, I'm gonna avenge her death? Like, that's what it's giving. And you know what? If that was the storyline, I ain't gonna be mad at it. I mean, that's kind of entertaining. But anyway, so we get to a scene where Tabby is talking in their school. And for whatever reason, I just kind of weirdly like their school. I like the aesthetic. It actually looks like a real school. Sometimes when I watch teen drama shows, the school don't look like a real school. I don't know if that makes any sense, but guys, watch a teen drama, okay? And really look at the background sometimes. I'm talking to everything. The lockers, the hallways, the doors in the specific hallways, the classrooms, the doors to go into the classrooms. Some schools just don't look right. And I feel like this one, especially in the hallway, actually looks like a real authentic school. I don't know why, but I just like the aesthetic. But that's pretty much all I said. I really like how their high school looks. It looks like a real high school, if that makes sense. So yeah. So we get to the next scene where, so obviously we know at this point Imogen does not want to sell her house. Sis is just not ready. I kind of understand in a way of like, now you have questions because now you know that your mom is somewhat connected to Angela and Angela is somewhat connected to A. So like, I feel for her, but at the same time, staying in your mother's house where A has been in there, in and out of there, can go in there at any time, where your mom, like, you know, yeah, so I'm kind of like, I get it, but also like it's kind of creepy, but whatever. So they go in Angela's house, all of the girls, they're trying to look for Paige's and Angela's mother's, Imogen's mother's journals or whatever. And as they're searching, each girl is searching a different part of the house. Tabby is in a basement, and I literally put, fuck that, I'm not going to someone's basement. Especially to the point where like you trying to go in there and it's dark and Imogen's like, oh yeah, the other light is at the end of the staircase. Like, bro, bye, I'm not doing that. Plus, I already knew when Tabby went in the basement, maybe she wasn't going to see A, but like she was gonna see some. Like it's just like you already know that's what's gonna happen. And of course that's what happened. So she go in the basement and she see like a green like box, like kind of like this big, I would say, but she didn't get a chance to open it or like look at it because they called her upstairs to like look at something because they had found something. But of course, when she looked at it, I was like, some in that box. I didn't think it was like a chopped up body or anything, but something is in that box. But we'll get to that later in the episode. So that's pretty much what happened with that. And I wasn't feeling going to someone's basement because that's not really the vibe. So then the next scene, Farron, like I said last episode, Farron has been really trying to prove that Kelly and Karen switched places. So she made the boy that she liked in class, like, do a little dirty work for her or whatever. So he, like, gave her a foot massage and saw that there were scars in the foot. So I was like, did they do the switcheroo? I'm not going to put it past them. Like, I could kind of see where Miss Farron's going, so I kind of was like, okay. I'm not exactly sure if they did the switcheroo, but like if they did, are we gonna find out that they did? And if like, because I want to know the tea. So at this point, sis is full on convinced that they did the switcheroo. She's like, they fucking did it, and I'm gonna prove that they fucking did it. Like, we're out here. So he's like, yeah, like there's scars, da 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 da, and I'm like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Are you going to confront Miss Kelly about her bullshit? Because if you do, I'm here for it. I mean, I kind of got my suspicions too. Only once Farron start kind of like saying stuff that made sense. I was like, you kind of got something going on. So that's kind of where she's at with this whole Karen and Kelly thing. And now I'm kind of excited to see where that storyline goes. So getting into the next scene, Mouse. Yeah. So this whole episode, right, so like sis is talking to an old guy on the computer, but she has a mask on her face. I ain't gonna lie, I think I said that. I was like, is she getting catfish? Yeah. At first I thought she was getting catfish because that's what the vibe was immediately when it was like on the screen. But like they're talking and then she looked down and there's like a missing like poster of a child and he's saying stuff about Rachel. And then she asking, like, what he want her to wear for Halloween. So now I'm like, this is some sick, twisted ass shit. Like, I'm confused. Who is the old guy? Like, I don't know. Like, I was mad confused. So she talking to him, and he, like, basically telling her, like, about trick-or-treating. And she, like, what did, like, Rachel, like, was into for Halloween? He was like, nothing really scary. So I guess her point is, like, what costume should I wear for us to go trick-or-treating? And I'm like, who is the man and why are you gonna go role play with this man pretending to be his missing daughter? So like, yeah, I know something has happened to Mouse because in the last episode she was talking to her mom's and she was referring to something that has happened to her in the past, but she didn't get into it. So at this point I'm like, does this got anything to do with it? Like, were you kidnapped and now you're like role playing with a little girl's dad and she kidnapped? I don't know. I hope they get into it because then in the episode I was even more confused and we'll get into that. But that's what Mouse is doing. So then she pretty much says like, ask her mom's like if she can go to like Imogen Halloween party because Imogen's throwing a Halloween party so sis can get these checks to pay to keep her house. So then she tell her mom's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the Halloween party, and like one mom is like 9:30 and then the other mom's like 10:30 is fine. So sister's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the Halloween party and then meet up with this guy to trick or treat, and then she gonna go to the party with Ash. I don't know. Hold up, I need a drink because like, yeah, that was the weirdest. I hope we get into it, whatever. So, and at this point I was like, okay, I didn't really, at this point, I still didn't understand why Imogen wanted to be in his house. Like I said earlier, I get it, but to a certain extent. Like, A could come in here at any time. He has been in there. But you want to stay, and I get it, because now you feel like if you leave, you're never going to really get your answers. And what if you find something in a house that proves that your mother knew Angela, has something to do with the death, and then, you know, you can find a connection to A and Angela and your mother. So I got all of that. But, like, can't you just look around the house for like a good couple weeks and look for hiding spaces or something and then going about your day, you don't have to keep the house, sis. Like, do you? I don't know. I'm not feeling that vibe. I'm sorry. I'm not staying in a house where A could get in and kill you and your child. A has already killed your mom, and like your mom's spirit is lingering in that bitch. Like, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but like, bro, I don't got time. So anyway, that's what I said for that. And then, so she talking about she gonna have a party. Immediately, I was like, this party isn't gonna turn out well. That's just it. It's Halloween. That's definitely A's favorite holiday. Like, come on. That man's in a mask, looking like a Michael Myers wannabe. And then number two, like, come on, sis. Like, every time somebody have a rager or some kind of dance, somebody dies. Somebody just gotta go. And I already knew. I had a gut feeling. Whatever y'all decide to do with this Halloween party, this ain't gonna go well. So they have a Halloween party because sis is like, hey, look, I can charge admission and get money to save my house. And the girls are like, hey, we're with it. And I'm like, oh, why though? Like, like, aren't y'all not thinking? And then I think even, like, at one point, I know, what's her face? Noah says this at the end of the episode, like, and they got, like, this is A's favorite holiday. Like, she makes a joke, and I was like, yeah. What was the point of the party then? Like, why would you do that? I'm sorry. I just, there's no way in hell I would have had a Halloween party at my fucking house when A can come in at any fucking time and do a little, you know, slit some throat. Like, I can't deal with that. Like, I'm too scared, and I probably would have thrown up on that man or whoever it is, but whatever. So yeah, she said that, and I was like, A probably gonna show up and then cause some shit. Like, you know, he gonna show up and do some weak ass shit. So I was like, this isn't gonna go well. It's either someone's gonna die or someone's gonna get hurt. It's gonna be one or the other, or maybe all of the above. At this point, I didn't know, but you know how A is. He gonna be crashing parties because this man is definitely like fucking 60 years old, and he loved hanging around high schoolers for whatever fucking reason. I don't fucking know, but you know he was gonna be there. So that's what happened. And I was like, literally, it's Halloween, which is A favorite holiday. I'm scared for them. So yeah. So then we get back to Mouse, bro. Mouse is taking pictures like this on the mirror, just modeling, like taking these pictures in like in these like kind of cartoonish kind of mask. And I think she sent it to this man because she got all these costumes, because he was like, yeah, my daughter she didn't used to dress up as anything scary, so she has these different costumes that she's like taking pictures of in these masks on her phone. I'm like, is she sending it to this man? I don't know. I literally wrote this is what I said. Wait, no, where'd it go? I think I said something like, this is weird or something. Yup, Mouse, this is really weird. I'm sorry, but bro, what are we exactly doing? So then we go to the next scene, and I had to admire Farron's like beauty. Like, she is absolutely gorgeous. So she's sitting across from Kelly, or whoever the fuck this is at this point, because like I said, I mean, if sis won't go on this tangent that they did the switcheroo, I'm gonna go on a tangent with her. So Kelly, whoever it is, she's talking to them, and she like, so like, yeah, you're a really good dancer. And Kelly's like, well, you know, I have to hold back because my sister was the best dancer, and like, I couldn't show my skills because my sister would bully me. Like, that's what she was giving. And Farron's like, yeah. So like, like, what the fuck? So then, like, she see a little scar, like, right here, and she's like, did you do that to yourself? Because at this point, the fucking teacher knows that Farron thinks that they did a little switcheroo, John, and the teacher's like, Farron, like, you can't be coming in here saying that shit. And definitely on top of that, like, Kelly has scars on her foot because she used to cut herself. And then Farron was like, on her foot though? And then the teacher was like, yeah, but like, when most people cut themselves, they do it where like people can't see. And Farron's like, I get what you're saying, but like, I think it's kind of bullshit. So she like talking to Kelly about it, and like, oh, you know, if you ever need somebody, I'm here for you. Because at this point, Farron is starting to actually feel bad because Kelly is trying to basically, you know, make it seem like, you know, my sister Karen bullied me and she held me back from pretty much my full potential as a dancer, etc., etc. So I'm like, you did it on purpose, right? Like, you trying to make her feel bad for you. Regardless, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Are you really Kelly? And if you are, that's cool. Okay, you lost your sister. I'm sorry. I feel for you. But like, if you're really caring, this is some weird twisted shit. I just saying, you know, but whatever. So, wait, what else did I say? You really just... Oh, yeah. So as they talking, as Karen's starting to feel bad for her, then she invite Kelly to the party. Why would you do that? She's like, yeah, so like, Imogen's having a party. You should come. All right, bro. So I was like, okay. Do y'all think if Kelly go to this party, is A gonna do something to her too? Like, I'm gonna kill you and your twin? Like, it's... that was the first thing I thought. I don't know why, but immediately I was like, if Kelly's there, something's gonna go down. Don't know what it's gonna be. Don't even know if it's gonna be like to her, like at her expense. But like, yeah. And you know, I'm always here for the tea. So I was like, okay, I mean, if you gonna show up, you gonna show up. So then we get to the party. They in all their cool little costumes. I think Imogen is supposed to be, I think her name's Mia Farrow from Rosemary's Baby. I'm pretty sure that's what she was giving. And it actually was pretty cool. And then, of course, I see Farron. And Farron is Poison Ivy. And literally, Farron is Poison Ivy is iconic. The makeup, bro. Let me be Poison Ivy for this Halloween. And literally, I'm going to be like, I'm Poison Ivy, but I'm Farron's version of Poison Ivy. Because that girl looked good. Like, titties was held up. And then the makeup... I'm just saying. But yeah, I was like, AK, like, I was with her costume. So at this point, the parties, you know, like, it's getting a little, not crazy, but like, people starting to come in, etc., etc. And the girls are in their cute little costumes. And I was like, okay, so far, A isn't there yet. He's not there yet. But that man is probably going to be there later. Whatever. I already know. It's inevitable. That man's going to come. But at least he didn't start fucking up their fun like the first hour in. I'm like, yeah, let them have fun first and get a little wasty, and then you can come and fuck shit up and do whatever you gonna do. So I was actually pretty happy that he didn't immediately show the fuck up. But you know, of course, oh my god, Tom. So anyway, so as that's going on, as everybody is at this Halloween party, obviously Mouse is trick-or-treating with this old man. And what kind of sick shit is this, Mouse? Like, literally, like, what are we really doing? Like, he calling her Rachel, and she role-playing as this man's daughter, and like, the audience, like, us, like, we're just confused. Like, why are you playing as this man's daughter? Like, this man's daughter's missing. And I don't know. Like, I'm so confused at this point. So they go trick-or-treat or whatever, and yeah, like, he called her Rachel and shit. He holding her hand, shit. Like, he really... Bro... Let's take it back to the Halloween party, because I don't got the time. So then we go back to the Halloween party. Of course, A is there. That man lurking, as he usually does, in the background, right? Cute. So then he go and look at Imogen's, like, house's shed or whatever, opens that bitch, and start walking down there. Like he been there before. He probably go all the fucking time. Now he probably gonna be there more because Imogen trying to get her house back. See, this is where... Oh, he's just so dusty. Like, I can't. I literally wrote, and A is there, I knew it. Someone's gonna die. That's literally, yeah, that's, girl, okay, so he go down there, and remember that same green box I was talking about earlier? That shit that's like this big? Like I said, I didn't think it was a body in there, but I knew something creepy was in there, but whatever. I knew something was in there because when Tabby was in the basement, the camera shot, the way the camera was shot and angled, it showed that box and like zoomed in a bit, and I was like, why are they giving us a wide shot of this green box? Something's in it. So this man, or whoever it is, I just call him a man, obviously, guys, because he gives me man vibes. Like, of course he does, but whatever. So he opened up this box, and it's literally like a layer on wheels. Like, literally. Picture, you know how in the original Pretty Little Liars, A had a layer? Picture that, but on wheels. Like when A had a layer, but then they like took it and put it in an RV or whatever. This is that, but even smaller. Bitch is in a box. Like, I'm talking pictures. All types of stuff is in that bitch. So I was like, why does he have an A layer on wheels? Like, what? Ugh. So he opened it up, right? And he a smart bitch. He was like, okay, he probably figured like, okay, let me put a little Halloween costume on, because if I roll him in that bitch with my normal shit on, people gonna know, like, the girls are gonna know, like, You know who I am. So this man rose up to the spot, like skirt, with a fucking weird and creepy ass like pumpkin costume on. You're not even original. You could have, I mean, damn, sis, you could have tried harder than that. The only thing you got in that box, it is a pumpkin face, a pumpkin head. That's it. I mean, you could have came out there. You could have been out there. If you're going to be outside, be outside. That shit was whack, dumb, crusty. He ain't even original. Whatever. So that's what he did. And then he go upstairs and like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so like Farron and a dude from her ballet class are like talking on the step, you know, and they're vibing. And then like she like, yeah, like I really shouldn't be focused on so much on like Kelly and the whole Karen thing. I really should like be really trying to have fun. He's like, yeah, you should. Then they start kissing. Tell me why A is now upstairs watching them. He is like, I really hope if they get like a couple seasons, I hope the last season somebody get this man. Obviously don't get him now because that's gonna ruin the vibe. Like we need entertainment, we need the tea. But like the fact that you're going around trying to kill people is not the vibe. And I really don't appreciate that you're chasing after 15 to 16-year-olds when you're fucking like 60. But like I really hope if we get like 5 seasons, anybody gets rid of that man. Because there's no reason you should be lurking at a fucking high school fucking party, bro. He just lurking. And now at this point, the camera is from the point of view of his eyes. And he just like looking. Like, bro, why are you looking at 15 or 16-year-olds making out? Like, what's wrong with you? What's good? Whatever. Anyway, so we back to the role-playing twisted shit. And she in a car. And this man's crying. He talking about he felt Rachel. He like, Rachel, please forgive me. And she crying with him. She's like, I forgive you. I guess he was pretty much saying like, forgive me for like, he was blaming on himself. Like the reason, like he's the reason that his daughter is missing. And I was like, this is getting a little too, I don't know, but I'm uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to, I need a drink. Yeah, so that was, yeah, I don't really know what the fuck that was supposed to be about. But anyway, so we can get to this third page because we're almost done. So Miss Farron is done, you know, doing her little make out or whatever. And she walking past somewhere and she see Kelly making out with Greg. Kelly. That was your sister's boyfriend, bitch. And your sister just got murdered. And you're making out with her mans? There's plenty of fishes in the sea. Why gotta be him? So at this point, I'm kind of convinced. I'm like, is it Karen or is it not? Can we know about it? Is someone going to spill the tea? Is it Karen? Because like Karen, if it is, damn bitch, that was an iconic switcheroo then. Because wow, like, okay, but we don't freaking know at this point. But Farron is like, I fucking knew it. So I literally wrote, because bear with me. I said, Kelly and Greg definitely had something happening behind Karen's back. Not saying they did, but if that is the case, that is fucked up. That is horrid. You're doing things with your sister's ex behind her back. Not saying they did, but it's very possible. Wouldn't that be like some dark twisted shit though? Like a little bit, like whatever. But they making out, and that's immediately what I thought. I was like, even if it's not Karen, if it's a situation where it's not Karen and this is actually Kelly, like they actually prove that it's Kelly, I'm like, did y'all ever have anything going on behind your sister's back? Because if that's the case, your fucking sister's probably gonna haunt you from the motherfucking grave. And I hope you deal with it properly. Because like, what is that? That's fucked up regardless. I don't really fuck with them twins, but like, that's even fucked up, like on Kelly's part, like to do that to Karen, but whatever. So I was like, okay, I mean, the tea is hot regardless whether it's Karen or Kelly or whoever y'all want to be for today. The tea is hot because that was a lot. So Farron at this point now goes to the next scene and she confront Kelly about it, and Kelly start giggling like like, you're crazy, you're psycho. Bitch, don't fucking giggle like it's impossible. Like twins don't switch all the time and do a little switcheroo. Like you act like it could never happen. Like, it's the craziest thing in the world. And Farron is just on a tangent, like, da-da-da, da-da, and you her, and I knew it, and you trying to make me feel bad for you, and she's saying all this shit. And then as A is watching this shit going on, bro. The entire party, A has just been lurking with the dumb fucking pumpkin head that man has on his head. He just like this. And then he go in another corner, and he just like this. And then he go in another corner, he just, like, well, you just nosy as fuck. Like, what's wrong with you? This is your only entertainment in life, is to watch 16-year-olds fight. I just punch him in the throat, whatever. So after that, Mouse and Ash are like hanging out. And I think they was, taking some gummies or whatever. What the fuck? Where did my cat? Oh, I don't even know what's happening right now. So, yeah, so they hanging out and they took some gummies or whatever. Y'all know what I say when I mean that. So then she like, I'm gonna go get us some snacks, and leaves him in the bedroom. And immediately I got nervous. I was like, y'all know what happens when people leave people in the bedroom, or people leave somebody somewhere where it's dark and it's a Halloween movie or something. Like, somebody about to die, somebody about to get hurt, like immediately. So this is when it started to get fucked. So Ash didn't die. Thank you, Jesus. Ash is safe as hell. He's good. He's just chilling in the bedroom waiting for Mouse to go get him some snacks. Mouse went downstairs and Noah's like, oh my God, you're here. Da-da-da. Noah's wasty pants. And then Farron is like talking to her. Da-da-da-da. And then they get confronted by Tyler, the old boy that was taking videos of Karen when they was in a bedroom like a year ago, whatever. Keep in mind, this supposed to be Greg's buddy, but you're like making out with Karen, who's his like girlfriend, but like whatever. So yeah, so let's get into what happened, because this is where it got fucked up. So like he starts saying shit. Keep in mind, he was saying shit to Farron earlier, like, oh, like, let's make out, like, you should go home with me. And she's like, ew. She's like, I'd like somebody, bitch, and it's not you. So now he's saying shit to Mouse, like, oh, you're cute, let's hang, or like, you want to drink? And he's like, keep saying something, like, you drink this. She's like, no. And now Noah and Farron are like, bro, like, relax, leave her alone. And this man's dressed up as a fucking fugly ass Smurf with his dumb ass football player friends, like, whatever. And then fucking, like, Tabby come over, because he's starting to, like, play games. He really starting to harass Mouse. Bro, tell me why. Tabby was like, says something about straight white men. And I was like, I'm here for it. She was like, I don't even trust straight white men, or something like that. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny. Like, I was like, that shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit's accurate. So, so then he say something. And he was like, what are you trying to win? The win award for, like, the best, like, angry black girl or something? And immediately I was like, no, this motherfucker didn't, dude. Do you want to die? Okay. So Farron jumped in, obviously, because she gotta, get her sis back. She like, I know you didn't. Bitch, I was pissed. So at this point, I'm like, Tyler can go. Tyler can, he could go. So he's saying that. I was like, okay. Tabby hit the shit out of this motherfucker. She went boom. And I was like, I was cheering loud as hell. I was like, yeah, bitch, get him. Get him. Keep in mind, the entire time this is going on, as he's bullying and harassing these women, A is lurking. So I'm like, A, see this shit. And there's one thing I know about A, this particular A, this A hates bullies. So I'm like, Tyler, if you don't die, something definitely is still gonna happen to you, bitch. And you know what? I'm here for it. So keep that in mind. I literally wrote, it's about to go down. Because Tyler goes to the bathroom. Guess who followed him there? And this isn't just any bathroom, bitch. This is the bathroom that was off limits. Earlier in the episode, actually, Imogen saw A lurking, and the bathroom has a sign on it that said it's off limits, because this is the bathroom that her mother, you know what I'm saying? So Tyler is like bleeding from his nose, and he's trying to get into a room, and he sees this bathroom. He walks in the bathroom trying to clean himself up, and he starts to pee. A comes in there. Bro. He said something to A. He like, bro, like, wait your turn. And then like says like an insult. A attacks Tyler in this bathroom, bro. A kills Tyler in the bathroom that Imogen's mother was in. Like, dead in the bathtub. Bro, when I tell you, I literally was like this. Oh my fucking God. Like, shit, I didn't think it would go that far. I mean, I thought he was going to, you know, do a little something, like, do a little, you know, hit him or something. But this man killed this whole man in the bathroom. Bro. I don't even know. But at least this time, A didn't leave the body around. A took the body in his, like, little creepy pickup truck. Like, and creepy music was playing. And yeah. So he did that. And, like, the next night, Imogen is looking around her house and she's cleaning and the girl stayed over. And, you know, as she's looking at furniture and different, like, parts of the house, she's, like, memories are coming back. And I was like, this is just giving a lot. Like, I know, sis, you trying to earn a money to save your house, but, like, you really want to save this house? Like, somebody just got murdered in your bathroom. Again. Obviously, she don't know because they took the body. But, like, you gonna find out sooner or later when nobody knows where Tyler's at school. Then eventually they gonna find out, like, oh, it was at your house. I don't know how they gonna bring that up, but, like, they gonna bring it the fuck up. It's gonna come back around regardless. So the next scene, Mouse goes home and the mom that was, like, more strict than the other one is like, you stayed out all night. Like, the fuck? And at this point, I'm really confused because she's like, I know you guys were worried, but, like, this thing happened to me and it's like you're punishing me for it. Like, he's gone and never coming back. So I was like, what does that mean? And then we go to the scene where she's looking in, like, kind of a shoebox kind of thing, and it's photos. And some of the photos are the photos that she took with this man last night when she was trick-or-treating. And then other photos is, it was, like, stuff that was in the past. I don't know what happened to her. And I'm like, were you kidnapped and something happened and now you're role playing as this man's kidnapped daughter because you feel guilty that you made it out but other people's children haven't? Like, I don't know. I want them to get to it because I thought it was a really interesting yet creepy storyline. So yeah, then we get to the next scene and Kelly take care of her mom, like, oh, let me get you your medication, and her mom think that it's Karen. And I was like, you know what, it must really suck living in someone else's shadow. Like, you lived in your sister's shadow your entire fucking existence. Now that your sister's gone, you still living in that shadow. I know that must feel fucked up. But, like, okay. Now we're at the end of the episode. And I really want to know when the fuck they gonna figure out that Tyler's dead. And how they gonna find out that A did it. Because A clearly got something against bullies. That's evident. But A, you kind of a bully yourself. So, like, but A didn't text him at all in this episode, which I was kind of, like, surprised about. Like, you ain't text him. Okay. Are you getting better? No, you're still toxic. You're still killing people. But okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the next episode probably in a few days. I definitely gotta watch it, like I said, during the day, because can't be watching that shit during the night, because if A's gonna be out here just slicing and dicing people, I really can't get down with that at night, because, like, that's kind of scary. But I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please tell everyone that you know to subscribe. And like I said, I will be checking out episode 6 in a few days. And I'll probably post this, like, tomorrow, the next day. But I'll see you guys later.